guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ramadan Mubarak. How is it going over there? I hope it is not so hard. May Allah make it easy for us. May Allah never deny us of the barakah of this month. It's still your girl, Big Kausar. And today, I am bringing to you a short story about the Prophet's third wife, Ummuna Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha. So guys, let's get started. Ummuna Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha. She was born in Medina and grew up in Medina. She is the daughter of Abu Bakr Siddiq, Rasulullah's friend. She's a woman of virtue, Maziyah. She was very, very, very intelligent. She was loved by everyone and she was the Prophet's beloved. MashaAllah. She was 8 to 9 years old when the Prophet married her, and she was the third wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Before her marriage was Ummuna Khadija's marriage, Ummuna Khadija bint Khuwaylid, and after the death of Ummuna Khadija was the marriage of Salama. Salama, also known as Masakin, because she was so accommodating. She got married to the Prophet when she was 80 years old, and the Prophet was in his early 40s. She was a divorcee. She was once married before the marriage of her and the Prophet. So after her was the marriage of Ummuna Aisha. One day, the Prophet visited Abu Bakr and he requested for Aisha's hand in marriage. Abu Bakr was baffled and he said to the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, but we are brothers. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, but we are not that kind of brothers. Abu Bakr then said, it is fine. Innahu la yantik anil hawa in huwa illa wahyun yuha. Definitely, you won't just prejudice anything because it is in your capacity, if it is not revelation from Allah. Then Abu Bakr accepted, and the Prophet got married to Aisha at such a very tender age. I know you guys will be thinking, and a lot will be going on in your head now, that why did he marry her at such a tender age? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't start having sexual relationships with her immediately. He just allowed her to move in so as to know what's at stake, what a home and a marriage looks like. You know, she was the first Hafiza, like she was the first female to memorize the Quran at age 8. And that was one of those things that grew her love so much in the Prophet's heart. She's the one that gave us so much information about the Prophet, like his actions whenever she's menstruating, that the Prophet kisses her during Ramadan and it doesn't still spoil the fast. So God. That he is very, very romantic and would do anything for her if it is going to make her happy. Wow. I hope we all find someone like the Prophet. Amen. Like Ummuna Aisha was very, very jealous, and I think we all took that from her. Woo! Okay. The Prophet loved her so much that one day one of the Sahaba asked Rasulullah. He said, Man hahabun nas ilayka ya Rasulullah. Who is the most beloved person to you, ya Rasulullah? He said, Qala Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha. He said, Aisha. They wanted to be more sarcastic and they said they were not talking about a female. They meant, who is the male person that you love the most? The Prophet laughed and said, Abuha, her father. He didn't say Abu Bakr, my friend. He said Abua, the father of the lady I talked about. Then the man said again, Summa man, who else? The prophet now saw the gesture and said, Summa hanta, wahanta, 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 until it went round. Sumo anta, and after then it's you and you and you and everybody that is here. So it showed how much the prophet loved Aisha. I would say she's the most loved wife of the prophet. Mashallah. So many interesting things about Aisha. Like I said earlier, she's the first female Hafiza, and again after Abu Hurairah, she was the person that collected highest number of hadiths from the prophet. You see that whenever you see an hadith with an Mu'minin, it is definitely coming from her, like it came from her. She taught so much Sahaba Arabics and the ones that didn't meet the prophet too. And she was the only virgin that the prophet married. She had no child for the prophet, and she didn't marry another man after the death of the prophet. She was referred to as Ummul Mu'minin, the mother for all, for the believers. So no one could approach her after the death of the prophet. She revealed so much about the prophet to us. She made us know that the prophet loves cats too. She spent the best and the longest time with the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She told us a lot about the prophet, the way he eats, the way he sleeps, the way he cares about her, every way of his life that we are following now. She was the one that gave us those informations. And hadith from Isham bin Hurwa from his father said that Ummuna Aisha said, one day she and the prophet were having a time together, and the prophet asked her if she knows why he married her. She said no, and the prophet said, I married you because I saw you twice in my dream when I was sleeping. And we all know that whatever the prophet says in his dream is usually a revelation from Allah. He said, I saw you in a place that is enclosed and not so clear. Then I heard a voice from Jibril. He said, you see this woman, she is your wife. Unveil her and see her very well. The prophet felt like he was baffled that Aisha was supposed to be his child too. So how come this is coming as a revelation? But he said, now, if this is from Allah, then consider it done. And that was why the prophet got married to Aisha. There are a lot of interesting things to say about Ummuna Aisha, but I will stop here for now. And I hope you have learned one or two things from this story. May Allah make our marriages like that of Aisha and the prophet. Ummuna Aisha kanati Ummul Mu'minin wa Habibatul Habib. Thanks for watching my YouTube video. I'll be welcoming a lot of questions on this story, and I'll be going live on Instagram by 9 p.m. @bint_latif to ask questions and answer questions that you are bringing.